The L-Star. Has to be the most underrated game. Underrated gun in Apex Legends. Easily. This thing, I mean, yes, it looks a little weird, and it doesn't, like, match up so well with the other LMG as being the smallest LMG. And it does do the same damage as the Spitfire, 18 damage per bullet. However, the big difference, aside the fact this is an energy gun, and the Spitfire, of course, is the heavy weapon. You don't have to reload with the L-Star, literally ever, if you can control that overheat. So what I mean by overheat, it's currently, looking outside, bam, 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 die, oh my god, I'm gonna die. 22 bullets, and you have to overheat. And it's a quick reload though, it's very quick, it's kind of on par with like the R99 maybe even. Let's just drop. No. Actually tell you what. But if you can manage it, and what I mean by that, if you can keep an eye on those two bars, either side, this is an iron sights, when it gets into that red, you're in trouble. And if you ignore that, you overheat. This still applies, you pick up a one scope even, you can see at the bottom of the scope there, it's got that bar still, goes yellow, then red, and it overheats as it goes off to the side. Same again in the hollow, it's there as well. It's less obvious, but you can just see either side the ammo count at the bottom there. And then again, the 1 to 2 here, it's very faint at the bottom of the scope there. Even if you zoom in, it doesn't really much better, but you see it go red. You see it go red. And then, but possibly one of the better scopes in the game, probably scope 2 scope, it is there, and this is probably one we can see it the best actually, going horizontally across the bottom there, right up to the ends there. However, if we go for the 2 to 4, which is extremely popular, there is no charge up bar. Okay, which is a bit of a shame, because this is, again, one of the better scopes, because you've got the 2 times mid-range advantage. But if you want to go a longer range, you can do 4, that's great, but no charge up indicator anywhere on the screen there. Even in 2 times, you can only tell pretty much by sound. So you hear that sound, like a bit of an alarm, and it goes off. And you don't have a lot of time to react at that point, to be honest. It's literally overheat. Very hot, you can't really hold it that well there without a ton of practice. However, you do want to use this mid-range. I thoroughly recommend the 3 scope, which I never thought I'd say in this game. The 3 scope usually is the most awkward scope in the game, because you either hip fire or you're literally like their eyeball. But you can definitely see the charge up bar, which is really great. Just going up the sides of the scope there. And it goes right up and it forms a little crown on top there. But really, the best scope has to be the 2 times, okay? It's still good mid-range. If you want to use long range and you've got good control, you can still hit your shots, but you have to just watch that recoil a little bit. But, you know, like with every gun, you practice, you'll get there. And that's the thing about practicing with this gun. Because you never have to reload, you can do all 960 rounds you can possibly carry. By the way, rate my loadout. Bro, rate my loadout. Rate it. Down in the comments below, let me rate out. Rate my loadout. Right. You can do all 190-60 in effectively one go by feathering the hell out of this thing, okay? You are right, here we go. 960 bullets on an L-Star. Again, that recoil can catch you out if you're not paying attention. Same as this gun, you have to pay a bit of attention. You have a bit of double vision, so you know like how helicopter pilots can look at more than one screen at the same time. You kind of got to learn to do that. So I'm trying to aim for my target, but I'm also trying to keep one eye on that bar, horizontally expanding across the scope there. And this is why the 2-scope's the best, because it's the easiest to see that. But where are we now? We're already 800 bullets we're down to already, and I still haven't reloaded. So I've already done 160 bullets without having to reload. No other gun can do this. In fact, there are very few games out there with guns that just keep firing like this does. 200 bullets, still no reload. I believe the PKM in COD, similar, about 200 if you have the highest extended mag. We've passed that already. And we just keep feathering, like this. It's really good for you. It's quite hard to, I have to concentrate, I'm sorry, but it's really hard to concentrate and talk. But if you keep an eye on it, you could go a whole game. I mean, I've lost count how many dummies we wiped out here, but it's probably a couple of squad wipes, and I still haven't had to reload. So you could say this is the most consistent gun in the game for that, because you can just keep practicing all day long as well on the firing range like this, or you can jump in. If you pick one up, as long as you can keep picking up energy ammo, because even when you pick up the energy ammo, you still don't have to reload, you just carry on firing. So if you've got someone like a Loba on your team, or you are Loba, you're obviously not going to have any trouble finding ammo. You just chuck down your ultimate, find some ammo, no problem. There we go, we're 400, we're halfway through, over halfway through now, of all of the whole inventory's worth of ammo stacks, and I still have not had to reload. I haven't overheated, which is, and actually I'd say my aim is improving as we go, and my ears are getting a little bit deaf because this is an LMG. It's got a 2x headshot multiplier, sort of 36 to 18 damage. Put it on the body. I mean, per burst we're getting like close, well, around, getting close to 100 each time if I hit my shots. So even if you just quick burst fire somebody, you're going to do some decent damage. And it's a very fast fire rate. I mean, this is faster than some of the assault rifles, but about the same sort of speed as the R1, I guess, sort of flatline. Flatline's a little slower, but the bullet travel is a little slower though, tiny bit slower than the flatline. So I mean, the alternative to this gun would be the flatline. But again, with the flatline, you've got to find 3 or 4 attachments. You've got to reload occasionally. This one, I've got 2 attachments. I've got a scope, I've got a stock, and we're all good to go. No problem. We just play the game. You just jump around the map, playing the game, shooting people. You can do sort of mid-range. You can do long range. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just going to burst out this last one. Nice. Just going to hold the silence there. Got the silence after using this thing. Oh my god. Like I said, you can just pick up more ammo and you carry on. No reload. Effectively, you could just like hip fire. That's the only thing in hip. You can still see on the top of my gun there that build up. I mean, if I just keep picking up ammo as well, it's like literally infinite firing as well, because you don't have to reload when you pick up the ammo to refill the magazine, because there is no magazine. And hipfire's not too bad actually. I mean, we're not exactly really close at this point, and it's not too bad. You can still hit shots a little bit. You won't get many headshots. There's one there. But again, you feather it, you still get a decent shot. And there we go. There's the L-Star. Just a bit of double revy grenading now.
Shut it down. Just shut it.
Once again, one of the best things about Rev, you can double nade people essentially. And there we go. Thanks for watching.